Boom, baby, we're live. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 704. It's me, MLD. We're cooking up something big. Take a look right here. My name is Jonathan, and I used to be just like you. I was just an average guy that wanted to date a few nice women so I could find what I liked and just move on with my life. I numbed myself with distractions so I could ease the pain. But in reality, it really never went away. Without any help, it's just not that easy. And even like you, I looked for answers online, but the results were hard to find.
If you sun your balls, there is a study. It's an older...
And a 3-pack for $29.95. Famous Bad Boy Series Bond 2. Ladies find this pleasing.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
I didn't want to take sides in some stupid online argument. I wanted results, and after years of failure, I found the one secret thing that changed it all.
Welcome aboard.
After learning this skill, my eyes were open to a whole new secret world that only a few people will ever see. I went from having no confidence to having pure, undeniable proof that I could find women anywhere in the world that were totally into me. So of course, naturally, I became more confident. I went from a confused and lonely guy to a man with so many options that I literally cannot date them all.
See what you just saw? It may look like a commercial, but that is my reality. I see a world that nobody can see through the secrets of understanding body language. Now ask yourself a question. How long are you going to wait and go through those lonely nights, endless rejections, and feeling insignificant until you decide to take action and change your life today? I've been doing this since 2019. And I have thousands of men that have changed their lives from Tokyo to Tampa, from Chicago to Saigon. There's only one name in the game, and that's me, MLD. Join us in the Masculine Empowerment Network, and we'll change your life today.
That's right. We're opening the Masculine Empowerment Network one more time, and my newest course is going to be coming out, Body Language Mastery 4.0. We're completely refilming everything so you can clearly and concretely understand what a woman is thinking about you just by looking at her body language. That way you can find the women who are interested in you and keep them around. And the ones that are using you, trying to get money, time, attention, resources out of you, you can identify those women quickly and get them out of your life, or just date them casually and know in your mind that she's trying to just use you, but you can just use her right back and get the sex that you want and be on your merry old way. But if you want to get on this, you can only get on this from the waiting list that is here. So go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com, put your best email address in right here, and then click here to sign up. You're going to be on the waiting list. And then on December 28th, we are opening enrollment for all people who want to join. You can only join for 5 days, okay? This is exactly what you'll be getting when you sign up. In the Masculine Empowerment Network, we have right here, okay, you're going to be getting Body Language Mastery 4.0, which is a video training guide to read a woman's body language and know she's attracted to you. And we have 20 webinars with experts in money, muscles, game, and frame. So these are daily webinars that are done at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you come and attend on Zoom a live Q&A session. We do a 1-hour presentation where we teach you about making money, making muscles, learning game, or holding frame. And then from there, we teach you exactly what you want to know, because you get to ask the questions at the end. If you can't attend these are totally recorded and edited and put on a database later. In addition to that, you get access to our large database that we just put on a private server. So you have private access to 200 hours of past webinars we've done all the way going back to 2019. You get access to a Telegram chat, which is going to be open until the 1st of April, and we get 3 end-of-month checkup calls as well as a direct interaction and mentoring with me, MLD. So you get all of this and so much more, but you got to go right now to Masculine Empowerment Network, get on the waiting list, and if you're feeling lazy, just scan right here. This will take you to the opt-in page, and you could just sign up because, like I said, right here, Body Language Mastery 4.0 is coming. So get on the waiting list and we'll get you rocking and rolling right today. Okay. So thank you guys so much for being with us today. The link is in the chat as well. And we're going to go ahead and get you rocking and rolling. Looks like we had a big couple donations hit us while I was getting ready. Leon VRP 10 euros says, hey, John, will Body Language Mastery ever come out again? Cheers. Yes, it is. It's coming out again. December 28th. It's the best course that is out there, man. All this stuff was learned by all the greats, Myron Gaines, you name it. They all came through and learned from me at the Body Language Mastery course. So there will be no difference for you as well. If you want to get those level of results, we can make it happen. Leon VRP followed up with another 20 euro. The chat kind of disappeared, but he says, hey, John, if you had 2 million upfront, would you invest to create passive income? Yes. Stocks, real estate, saving, etc. Curious about your investment strategies. I would be acquiring cash flowing properties. That's what if I had $2 million, I would buy an apartment complex that's worth anywhere between like 4 to 5 million, because you need 20% down, and then make sure that the property's cash flowing. Cash flowing means the property's bringing in money every single month. That's what I would be doing if I had 2 million cash up front that I wanted to invest. So again, don't forget, get on the wait list right now, and mods, make sure you're continually putting that in the chat for people to get on the waiting list. How's everybody doing today? Sorry about the delay. I'm really happy to be here with you guys, and I wanted to say thanks so much for waiting for me and being here on time. From today until the end of the year, I am live streaming every single day. Today we had a hiccup with some shit behind the scenes, and I had to deal with a bunch of fucking garbage. But no more problems. I'm live streaming every day on time. And tomorrow night, Dude Party returns with myself, Apex Mindset, Paul from Apex Mindset, Alpha Kingdom, and John Fitch. We're going to be bringing back Dude Party. Dude Party is not going away. It's going to be part of a weekly regimen here on the Modern Life Dating channel. So you're not going to want to miss out on that at all. So get in while the going can be got. Also, real quick, I am starting MLD Crypto Team 6. So if you're a cryptocurrency investor and you have made over $100,000 in profit over the last bull run or the previous bull run, the 2017 bull run, contact me on Telegram. Crypto Team 6, MLD Crypto Team 6 is going down. I have some very, very, very good information, and I'm only going to be bringing in a very few people to my private team, because if you've been watching what's going on with Bitcoin around, the economy and market is set to make a gigantic rocket explosion upwards. And also with everything looking the way it looks, with the Trump administration looking like they're going to get back in the office, America is just dying for a fucking competent leader. And this has just been the most incompetent president we have ever had in the entire history of our country. The economies of shambles. The other countries are circling around us in predatory status. It's not looking good for America, but I think a majority of Americans are awake now.
Shut up and take my money.
We are excited to bring in this new presidency that is actually going to have a presidency of competency. And also, in addition to that, Jerome Powell is going to be lowering interest rates coming into 2024 and 2025. I think the economy is set up for a gigantic upward spiral of success. So keep an eye on this channel and get in with us at the Masculine Empowerment Network, because and I mean, the money's here, bro. Money's coming. Big money's coming too. But if you're out there gonna try, I'm gonna figure it out on my own, bro. Good luck, dummy. Just keep it 1,000. I mean, 2024, 2025 is going to be amazing. And then 2026, I think is going to be awful. So, yeah, sit tight. We got big things coming, man. Big things, coming for the ones who are ready. And remember, success is something that comes to those who are ready. And if you're just sitting around coasting, thinking everything's going to be okay, thinking everything is just you're going to figure it out on your own, you're not. And you're going to lose, and you're going to wake up one day and be in your 40s and be like, oh shit, where did my fucking life go? And I'm going to be like, yo, I told you. Okay. Shout out to Love W at 999 Super Chats. Just finished a 42-hour fast. Good job, man. Good work. Thanks for the inspiration, John. Much love, much respect. I am on my fast right now. Phone lines are not open today. Phone lines open on Friday, free consultation Friday. But I wanted to talk today about Miami, okay? And Miami is a total shithole. Okay, I know a lot of people are like, oh, let's go to Miami. No, listen, the future of Miami is not a good thing. And I wanted to talk about it today because I'm going to talk to you guys about just how to really focus on getting ahead in life instead of just chasing the next thing, chasing the next shiny object in front of you. Okay, I'm going to tell you about how you're really going to get ahead. But I want to talk about just the state of Miami in general. Okay. You have to understand too, in Miami, it's a bunch of things. Okay. So a lot of people are saying Miami is going to become the new New York. A lot of these companies are moving there. Thank God for the state of Florida. State of Florida has no income tax. So that's a good thing. Okay. But there are just tons and tons and tons of negative aspects occurring with Miami right now. And I want to talk about it because I think everybody thinks they're going to like move to Miami and have their big come up. And that's just not the case. Now, here's the deal. I will make a caveat. Okay. If you have an amazing job opportunity that requires you to live in Miami, that's another story. If there's a great job opportunity, then definitely, yes, go to Miami, take the job opportunity. And then, just make it work. Okay. That's something I'll tell you for sure. But other than that, if it's not barring some amazing job opportunity and you just want to go down there to live it up or whatever, that's just not, just stay home. Just honestly, just please don't. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing us. Okay. So I will just say that looking at everything that has been put before us right now, really, Miami is just not the move. Miami is just not the move. I have to tell you right now, it is not the move. Okay. So let's talk about this. Okay. Couple things that brought to my attention. Okay. First things first is the hip hop culture in America and in Miami is only continuing to grow. Okay. And more of like the people that are involved in this hip hop culture are moving down to Miami. And look, the bottom line is this: anytime that kind of culture seeps into a city, seeps into a population, bad things happen. Okay. Crime goes up, violence goes up, drugs, gangs, the whole 9 yards. And this is like people are chasing this fucking idiot way of living, and it's not good for people involved in it. It's not. If you're part of the hip hop culture, and I'm sorry, just it is what it is, man. You just gotta live in reality with me, okay? But if you talk like that, if you're banging music like that, if you dress like that, you're just not gonna get respected to the level that you should. Period. Okay, you're just not. Okay, it is not a positive thing in the culture. It is not. There are more net negatives to being a part of that whole hip hop culture than there are net positives. And that's not being racist. That's not being whatever. It doesn't matter if you're black. Doesn't mean if you're Spanish. Doesn't mean if you're Asian, Mexican, whatever, white, trying to do that shit. It is not good. Okay, it attracts low IQ people. They've done studies as well that like when they play hip hop music at nightclubs and stuff, like more fights and violence breaks out during that whole thing. Okay. And successful people run away from that shit. They successful people want no part to do with that. Okay. And it is what it is. It is what it is. But that culture is continuing to grow in Miami. And if you're going to go down there, I mean, when I go to Miami, when I'm in Miami, I do not feel safe. Okay. I always keep a gun on me at all times. I have my concealed weapons permit. It's actually here on my desk right now. I'm going to cover my number. This is my concealed weapons permit for the state of Florida. Okay. And I keep my gun on me at all times. I have a Glock 40. Okay. And if you're going to fuck around, you're going to find out. And Florida is a stand your ground state. And I'm not trying to fucking shoot anybody. Okay. I'm not, but I'm definitely not trying to be shot or robbed. Moreover. Okay. So when it comes to defending myself, there's only one person shot in that altercation, and it's not me. But the fact is, I don't want to deal with that. Like in Japan, I could walk. My watch is $100,000. My necklace, this Cartier Panther necklace is $10,000. Okay, this other necklace is a cheaper one. This is just like $2,500. But when I walk around in Japan, like I don't have to worry about somebody robbing me. I don't have to worry about somebody shooting me and killing me and stabbing me for my shoes or my necklace or my jewelry. Okay, that's commonplace in New York. That's commonplace in Chicago. That's commonplace in Southern California. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't want to put up with that fucking garbage. I don't want to deal with that stuff in my life, and I'm not going to. And why would I add an additional layer of stress and or trouble? Okay, and for what? What's the benefit? Why would I to bang some big booty hoe? Okay, no. So first things first is the hip hop culture. Just gigantic red flag, running in the opposite direction of that. I don't deal with it. I just cannot deal with it. I do not want to deal with it. Don't get me wrong. I listen to hip hop music once in a while. I'm a big fan of Juicy J, but I also am a big fan of being alive and not having to deal with violence or low trash, arrogant thugs. You know, I mean, I'm seeing it happen more and more too. Okay, more and more I see it happening. You know, a man the other day was almost robbed in Los Angeles at like he was just going home to his newborn baby, and you know, it's it's just they ran up on him on the front step. They ran up on him on the front step of his house, and they pull out a gun and they tried to kill the guy and rob him. And the guy, though, thank God, the guy this guy fought back massively. Okay. It was he pulled out his gun and ran after these people who were trying to rob him. And then in addition to that, after he fought back, guess what?
Shut up and take my money.
The state or the city that he was living in rescinded his concealed carry permit. Okay. So I'm just telling you this right now that it is not a place to move. Like I said, unless you can really, and I'm going to talk about how to isolate. And if you do have to move, to Miami, I'll just show you exactly like how to structure yourself in a way that you can be safe and stuff. But like, I mean, this is not a joke when I'm like just top it on, like looking at Miami, like this is the state of Miami. Like this is real. Like this is what is going on in Miami. Are there good places in Miami? Yeah, but like who wants to deal with this? Okay. Who really wants to deal with this? Okay. Base says, I don't believe Miami is really that bad. Are you in Miami? I would like to know that. Okay. I would really like to know. Nihon ga ichiban. Yes, Japan is the best, in my opinion. Definitely is. Okay. Yeah, and then people are saying that is the main character in Grand Theft Auto 6 a woman? Is that true? That just also just shows you how the whole woke thing is just seeping into everything in America. you know, it's just funny. It's just funny to watch it all burn and collapse. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. So that is that's my biggest first thing right there is like, you know, you don't want to be dealing with this kind of crap, period. Okay, you definitely don't. Okay, yeah, and then he says, I don't think Miami's that bad, and he doesn't live in Miami. Okay, bro. So thank you for your irrelevant. Yeah. Okay. Just thank you for your irrelevant contribution. Okay. If you live to Coom and for drama, then Miami's paradise. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay. So that's the first thing is the hip hop culture. Okay. Now, number two that I'm just gonna say is bad about the hip hop the Miami is streamers. And I'm not talking about streamers like me that stay inside and are cool and, you know, cordial, but there are so many streamers that are going down to Miami that are trying to do IRL, which is in real life streaming. And what this ended up doing is, you know, you're just going to have all these people in the streets trying to make viral moments happen, right? That's just what's happening. We recently saw that with John Zerka trying to fight some guy in the street. And for the record, I knew John Zerka could not fight. But this fight video of him all but confirmed my suspicion that he did not know how to fight whatsoever, and really, really funny too. But the thing is, like, this other guy was training. He actually trains with my buddy Ty Mitchell that I was on Just Pearly Things with, and John Circa went out and, like, this guy was having dinner with his girlfriend or something, and this guy's name's HS Tiki Taki or something like that. And John went out and, like, punched this guy in the face in the middle of the street. And I'm just like, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, dude, did you not set out to, like, try and help men? Here's the clip that I'm talking about right here. Just like in the middle of Miami. Oh wait, I think actually this is a better one down here. Oh no, that's from the inside. Okay, so this is the clip right here. Okay, and then this is only going to continue to grow.
Hey, chill, boys. Hey, chill. Hey,
and then he hits him with a really crappy punch. Now he realizes what the deal is.
Boys.
And just easily throws John to the ground. John has no center of balance, no coordination. So what this is just people fighting for relevancy. That's what it is, okay? Because, like, you have to just do the next crazy thing. Escalate. And I'm calling it now. Somebody's going to shoot somebody on a live stream within a year. Within 1 year, within 1 year's time, somebody is going to shoot another person on a live stream. And if it hasn't already happened already, but it's going to go big and it's going to viral because, I mean, all these people are moving to Miami. And the big reason is this too. All these other places where these people voted them into hellholes, Los Angeles, New York, all these places that are rotting shitholes, right? The people that are, you know, wanting to move to the next best place, they're all going to be moving to Miami. That's the biggest thing. Miami is the newest hub. It started in 2020. I would say 2019, 2018, 2020, Miami was good, decent place to live, no problem. But now, looking at this situation, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And these streamers are cancer to society. You know what I mean? They really are a massive cancer. And that's all they're doing because they really provide no value. Like, they get out there, they say ridiculous things. They they try to be crazy. They try to be wild. They try to be out of control. They try to, like, be, get those zingers in or whatever. But all they're really doing is fighting to keep relevancy. That's all they're fighting. And the thing is, when you play this game online, the spotlight is always moving. It's just the spotlight never turns off. It's just moving. And once people get a taste of that spotlight, they want to get it as much as possible. And the way you really do it is by, long-term building value, right? You're never going to see me chasing the spotlight or chasing stardom or anything like that. I don't really care about that. What I care about is this right here, the Masculine Empowerment Network. This is our second launch that we've done this year. We typically do 3, but the reason I only did 2 this year is because the other gentlemen that have been in the community, we have been having some serious positive momentum in there. Guys are making some serious changes, some serious money. Money Muscles Game Frame. I really just wanted to really lock it down and focus on those guys. And we're opening it, like I said, one more time, December 28th. Get on the wait list right now. If you're feeling lazy, scan the QR code, because December 28th we're going to continue. And we're going to continue opening it, and we're going to continue the education. We're going to start debuting the schedule here soon as well. And join a community of winners. Join a community of guys who are actually going to provide value. This low IQ chimpanzee fucking entertainment shit is completely garbage. It's completely fucking garbage. And, you just don't want to be around these kind of people. Because it's unnecessary drama. What is the purpose of doing this? What is the real reason to be part of that? There is no value. It brings nothing to the table but nonsense and trouble. So that is number 2. And the thing why Miami is a shithole. These streamers are going to continue to go there. And this is no offense to them, but the Nelk boys are moving down there, and that's fine, because the Nelk boys, they're into the whole party scene or whatever. They like to get fucked up and whatever. Really happy that Kyle turned his life around and got physically fit. And I think now that he's tasted that high level of physical fitness and health, if he starts doing unhealthy shit, it's going to feel bad. I think you're seeing the beginning of a change in that kid, which is good, which is really good. Steiny looks like shit. Nobody likes Steiny. That's pretty common sense right there anyways. But yeah, the streamers moving down there, and then you have Aiden Ross, you have all these people just doing retarded Zoomer shit that is just awful. And it's not, if you want to be anywhere near success or anything like that, you want to just get away from all that kind of crap, because it's just not going to be beneficial to you. Okay, next thing is Miami is filled with drugs. Okay, there are drugs everywhere in Miami. Okay, there's fentanyl, there's cocaine, there's heroin, there's MDMA, there's marijuana. It is just becoming a fucking, Miami has always been kind of notoriously known for drugs, the cocaine in the 80s and stuff, but now it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And if you're somebody, in addition to that, if you're somebody that struggles with addiction, you definitely don't want to be going to any places like Miami where this can enable you to relapse and become a drug addict and a junkie and all that stuff. Okay. Because it is just, it's just not something that you want to be near. Okay. It is not, being around drug addicts is just additional risk that you don't want to be around. It's just not conducive to successful lifestyle. Shout out to Real John F. Kennedy, $4.99 super chat. GTA 6 trailer did a great job capturing the decline of culture in Miami, if you could even call it culture. Okay, if you can even call it culture. And then shout out to Based of the 99 cents super sticker. Appreciate you for that. Okay. Yeah, Philly is a huge shithole. Yes, it is. Absolutely is. Right. So, the drugs are everywhere. And then if you're thinking having a family or being you just don't want to be around drug addicts. You just don't want to be around junkies. You just don't want to be around that stuff. It's terrible. It's awful. And, I'm telling you right now, this is a recipe for disaster. I'm telling you, Miami I give 5 years and Miami's going to be as bad as LA, if not worse. Okay. Because here's the thing too, all these losers migrate in, and all these losers, what are they going to do? They're going to start voting Democrat, and they're going to start ruining it. Just like how Austin used to be a great city. Now all these losers and liberals from fucking California moved in there. and they're voting their crazy ways. And now Austin is a fucking shithole. Okay. Miami is heading the same path. And guess what happens? It leads me to the next part. So the drugs and all that stuff and the next thing. And then now I'll even go ahead and say now, okay, Miami is so overpriced. Okay. I went to the club in Miami called Vendome. It's a French club. And this is like their like Miami subsidiary, their Miami franchise, if you will. Dude, I ordered 8 drinks and it was $200. I wanted to fucking punch everybody in the face at the same time when I was there. 8 drinks, $200. I couldn't fucking believe it. I could not believe it. And I couldn't even talk to anybody. It was crowded as fuck. Music was banging. It was just like a fucking scene of National Geographic's, like a bunch of fucking drunk monkeys that are in there just chimping out, screaming. Everybody's like a fucking wild animal in there, you know? And it's just like I went there because it was a Fresh and Fit million subscriber party, right? And I went there to support Walt and Myron and all that. But then it was just like this, just like clusterfuck that was not enjoyable at all. I was just like, so I'm just going to stand here and drink my overpriced drinks and nod my head to music. Like, you can't talk to girls because the music is blasting. You can try to grind against a girl on the dance floor, but the reality is it's so jam-packed. I was wearing expensive shoes on top of that. And I was just like, who in their right mind would even fucking come here? And who would enjoy this? And I'll tell you who it is: low IQ idiots, right? Low IQ idiots would enjoy that shit. So that when I went down to there, I was just like, yikes, man, there's no way in hell that that I'm ever gonna be part of this, because this is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely and totally fucking crazy. And the restaurants completely overpriced. I mean, everything in Miami is price gouged. Everything's just, the only places you can find that are cheap are like those cheap little hole in the wall Cuban restaurants here and there. But like, everybody wants a massive tip. I mean, everything's overpriced. The rent is overpriced. The fucking food is overpriced. The restaurants are overpriced. The clubs are overpriced. The club entry is overpriced. Everything is overpriced. And I just don't see the benefit of being down there. Like, it's just, everything is insanely expensive. The quality is not that good. I don't understand the hype of moving to Miami. And I'm telling you right now, Miami is to be avoided. Do not, if you want to go down there, have a weekend, have some fun, sure. If that's your idea of fun, by all means. If you want to go down there and go to a club and get fucked up and get fucking drugged and raped and killed and whatever, go ahead, knock yourself out. Okay. But yeah, and then, like, in addition to this too, yeah, the prices right here. Thaddeus Brown and Walker says maybe he just buys in a nice area, but I heard Myron say housing prices average around $500K. Yes, yeah, it's exactly. I mean, yeah, it's completely insane. It is completely insane down there. It is completely insane. So if you want to keep what little sanity you have left, do not go down and live in Miami, because it's just, like I said, it's completely overpriced. And for what reason? I don't get it. I don't see the value. I really don't see the value. You know, it's just no. Okay. The next thing I want to tell you guys about moving to Miami is the tryhards, and especially the crypto tryhards. Guys, there are so many people in Miami that are pretending to have money, that are pretending to have status, that are pretending to be somebody, and they are not. Everybody, like, that used to be the thing that people in California and LA used to do. Everybody would be trying so hard to be like, oh man, you know, I'm this, I'm that, I'm launching this app, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it's just like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, I don't care. Nobody cares. Like, there's so many liars and con artists, and people are deceiving down in Miami. Everybody's pretending they have more money than they have. Everybody's pretending to be cooler than they are. Everybody's pretending to be bigger and better than they are. And the reality is, it's not. A lot of these guys are broke. A lot of these they're dudes down there, and don't get me wrong, I get it. This is big money to a lot of you, okay? But like dudes down there that make like $200,000 a year act like they're fucking giga millionaires, and they act like they're just making tons and tons and tons of cash, and it's just a bunch of fake people. And if you don't like dealing with fake people, and you don't like people, and you don't like being around tryhards, it's just no bueno. The crypto bros are down there, all the crypto people trying to pretend they have money when they really don't. They have like no money. They have like fake phantom money. You know, they make like, you know, $5,000 in profit one day, and they go drop money at the fucking club, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm a fucking giga millionaire, I'm a giga baller, I'm this and that. It's just like, no, you're not. Like, what are you even doing? Like, why are you trying to pretend that is the case with yourself? Because it's clearly not. Like, you don't have any money, and you're pretending you have money. And like I said, it's just something you just don't want to be dealing with, because it's so fucking annoying. I don't want to be around people like that. And the thing is, when you're a guy that's trying to come up in this world and be successful, when you are going to go ahead and try to be around successful people, you're going to be looking for information. You're going to be trying to figure out who's making money, who's not making money, who has good advice, who doesn't have good advice. And, you know, when you're surrounded by a bunch of people that are not making money, and then you start wasting your time talking to people, hey, what's going on here? Hey, are you making money? Hey, can you tell me about this? And then you slowly but surely find out that they're not. It's just a waste of your time. It's just a waste of your total time. Okay. I got to tell you, man, it's not good. It's just, I hate fake people. I have more respect for somebody who would look at me in the eye and be like, I fucking hate you. I hate your fucking guts. You're ugly. You're stupid. I hate everything about you. I would have more respect for that person than somebody's like, oh, I like you. Oh, I think you're great. Oh, I think you're wonderful. I think you're spectacular. I think you're a wonderful person, and you do this and you do that, and you're a great guy. And then they hate me. I despise that kind of person. Okay. I totally and 100% despise that kind of person. And Miami is crawling with those types. No, I don't want to go to your club. No, I don't want to go to anybody's VIP. No, I don't want to meet this model or this girl or that one. No, I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it. Okay. Absolutely do not want to go. Okay. So that's another thing. When, like I said, it's just filled with tryhards everywhere. You don't want to be dealing with those kind of people down in Miami. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of space. And yeah, it's just fucking terrible. It's absolutely fucking terrible. Okay. That leads me to another part here. Okay. It is overcrowded. Miami, bro, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Forget even getting on the road. I've been to Miami a couple times, and I go down there and I rent supercars because I like renting supercars. It's fun. It is, right? But I remember I told a friend of mine I was going to go pick her up and meet her at 5:00. I got in the car to go from Brickell to right across the road, just there at South Beach. It took me an hour and a fucking half. Hour and a half to get to her. And if there was no traffic, it would take me like 10, 15 minutes. Hour and a half. And it's like that every single day. Parking is a fucking nightmare. Okay. Parking is terrible. And God forbid you park your car somewhere and some fucking gangbanger is going to bash up your windows or break into your car or destroy it if you park in a bad area. Or, you might, you got to have coins on you, or you got to have that fucking app on your phone to pay for parking. Paying for parking is crazy. Everybody's trying to make $1. I remember I was staying at this Airbnb, and this dude saw that I was driving a Lambo, and he's like, oh yeah, you want to park up front? It's, $200. I was like, what the fuck do you mean it's $200? Like, the other day I was just with my friend, and we were driving some like fucking regular, Nissan Xterra, and it was $20. I was like, why is it 200? He's like, oh, because it's a Lambo. I was like, so what? He's like, well, I got to look after this extra. I'm like, look after it. Extra, like, what are you going to do? You're going to pay the fucking insurance if the shit goes bad? Yeah, and he started getting an attitude with me. And I was just like, dude, fuck you. I'm not paying $200 fucking to park here for 4 hours just because you don't have a fucking education and you're trying to make $1 off of me. Sorry, not doing that. And the fact that you just have to deal with that, like the day in and day out hustle, they have to deal with Miami, the fucking bullshit. Is this person going to shoot me? Am I going to get robbed over here? Am I going to get scammed over here? Is this person going to try fucking extort me? It's the drugs, the fucking, don't even get me started on the fucking gangs and all the problem down there as well. Am I going to shoulder bump the wrong person and they're going to pull out a gun and blow my fucking brains out? No, fuck no, absolutely fucking not. No, thank you. Okay. Manuel Santiago says, I hit the button to get notified as soon as MLD got live and I didn't get notified. Funny, doesn't happen on other channels. So that's why we created the Telegram alerts channel, brother. Click on the Telegram alerts channel that we have here in the chat and you will be able to get alerted. And if you want to be alerted, that's the best way to do it. You can't trust the social media overlords, okay? You cannot do that. It is not going to be working out for you. They do not want you to be educated. They do not want you learning from guys like me. All right. They do not. So keep that in mind when I say about, oh, just a super chat just came in. Holy shit. What does this guy say? Hold on. 499 super base 499. What should I watch out for with my girlfriend starting birth control? Reading online, it could drastically change her behavior. Just don't. Why is she getting on birth control? Dude, my girlfriend told me she wanted to get on birth control. I'm like, why? Don't. That shit's gonna fuck with her hormones, gonna fuck her up, man. Like, is her doctor telling her to do that? And the only reason her doctor is telling her to do that is because the doctor is incentivized to get as many women on birth control because he makes money from the kickback. Okay. No, definitely don't. Definitely don't do it. Brooklyn's in the chat. She's a woman. She says, don't do it. Definitely don't do it. Yeah. Miguel, did you get Miguel Santiago? Did you join the Telegram alerts right now? Let me just double check, make sure we're good. Miguel, no, you have not joined the Telegram alerts. You just came in here. Came in here and you said, "Hey, oh, there you go, Manuel, got you. I got you. Now I see you right there. Let me just double check. I'm gonna send you a message right now, Manuel. I just sent you a message on Telegram. I said, hey, it's MLD. You get it? Check your Telegram. Okay. And yeah, the tryhards, the fakes are everything. I actually have a clip here I want to show you guys about what's going on in California. And they're also doing this in Miami as well. Okay.
Does everyone in LA afford it?
So look, take a look here. The plague,
take my money.
The plague of influencers trying to pretend like they have some fucking money continues. And I don't get it. Like, why don't you just actually do the work? Why don't you actually do the hard work and actually become rich? But here, look at this. How does everyone in LA afford an Urus, which is the Lamborghini Urus?
Does everyone in LA afford an Urus? Because I literally see them all over the place.
To be honest with you, I feel like most people don't understand like the nitty gritty dynamic that like exists in Southern California. I'm gonna put everybody on some games.
What are you talking about?
People who don't understand like the way things work, or I guess I've never really thought about this concept. But like, for example, here in Southern California, Lamborghini Urus has become a staple. Like, yeah, I can guarantee you, if I go in certain areas, I'll see 5, 6, 7, 10 of them.
Yeah.
The thing is, what people don't realize, what happens very commonly is you get a group of guy friends. Okay, you get 4 guys that all into cars, the whole nine. They'll pull together and they'll buy a Urus, the 4 of them. Okay,
and 4 of them,
they'll split the monthly payment 4 ways, and everybody takes a week turn with the car.
Are you serious?
100%.
4 dudes.
You can have 4 dudes, 2 dudes. Sometimes you even have 10, 12 dudes. It just depends on the scale. You can have 10 guys with 3 different cars.
You've met people like this?
I know people personally, and I've seen people
that are splitting
payments for cars.
That's wild.
It's insanity.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's happening en masse in Miami as well, right? Just trying their hardest, pretending to be rich. it's just that's everywhere in Miami. They're trying so hard, and that's the thing. I just don't like it. The tryhards. But then yeah, going back to the next thing, it's overcrowded. I mean, it's just jam packed. It's filled with people. Everywhere's busy. Like it takes forever to get a table at restaurants. It takes forever to get anywhere. I don't even know. Like I don't know. I can't even deal with it. I can't even. There's no way in hell I would even deal with that. So that's the thing right there when it comes down to another point of like why Miami's a shithole. You shouldn't move there. It's crowded. It's crowded. Okay. And then the last point I want to mention here is if you're going to be going to Miami, you're going to have to deal with a sea of whores. Good girls don't pack their bags and go to Miami. Okay. Good girls do not want to go to be in Miami. All right. It is unreal. Yeah, and look at this guy right here. I moved from Miami to Vegas almost 2 years because it was getting bad. From the rent to the traffic to the people. Even if you live in a rural area, it would take until 8:30 to get home. Dude, exactly. Okay. You know, every girl in Miami, like it is sugar baby city. So many dudes are complete fucking simps down in Miami paying all this money and all of this fucking cash to these girls that are just like average at best, literally average at best. And it has completely fucking ruined their minds. Dude, when you go down to Miami, guys, okay, you're going to meet one of three girls. All right. You're going to meet the girl that is just fresh on the boat, fresh off the boat, straight from Kentucky or Venezuela or Colombia or whatever. And she just got to Miami. She's still a little decent. It's only a matter of time before she gets corrupt. Okay. The second kind of girl is the Miami whore, the one who's like succumbed to the whoredom of Miami. She succumbed to, OF culture. She succumbed to going to the clubs. She starts meeting simps because these simps are everywhere in Miami, guys. If you're a regular guy trying to meet a regular girl and you're going to Miami, forget it. Dude, I met a girl in Miami one time, right? I met a girl and I was just being a nice person to this chick. And I remember we were at some like event and she was cold and I was kind of hot. I had my fucking hoodie on and I just like gave her, I was like, oh, you look like you're free. Cause she was wearing virtually nothing. I was like, here, wear this. You're a kid. And she's like 22. She's like a fucking retard. I was not attracted to her at all. I was just like, here's a hoodie, stay warm. And I guess she thought I was hitting on her or something. And then so we exchanged Instagrams, whatever. And then she started like sending me these video messages on Instagram of her like in her bikini in her bathroom. She wouldn't say anything. She would just send it to me. And then she put me on a close friends list and she kept on posting that shit too. And I was like, I think this bitch is like low key advertising herself to me to break her off a little bit of bread. Because the clear like communication, like, oh, let's hang out, whatever, like, let's do something, that wasn't there. This was like scummy and like prostitution-y. And I couldn't even believe it because I wasn't even trying for it. But I think just like that whoredom is like just built into these girls down in Miami that she started fucking doing this shit and was just like, oh, hey, like, let's come down, like signaling to me like she wanted me to pay for her. And I was just in my mind, I was just, there's no way in hell I'm paying for you, bitch. Like, no, what the proper fuck? Absolutely not. Okay. And it's just there. A lot of these girls assume that you're going to pay for them. A lot of these girls are using dating apps. They're using Bumble. They're using Tinder. They're using, not so much Hinge, but Bumble and Tinder to like market their OnlyFans or to market themselves as like, for sale, like for prostitution services, like you name it, like it's out there, it's down and it's happening. Okay. So I've seen all that and it's just terrible. And then the third kind of girl is the girl that's just like jaded, right? There are beautiful women down there that are just jaded because they've just been done wrong by so many dudes that they just kind of gone down a dark path. Those are the main 3 girls you're going to find. And I remember like somebody was, like I was commenting about how these girls in Miami are fucking terrible. And then, somebody's like, oh, no. They have, these girls have mad game down there. And that's the thing. I was like, I don't want to meet a girl that's going to like try to game me to like get the best of me. Like I want a woman that's going to come to my frame and help me out in life. I don't want to like have to like counter game a girl or like deal with her multiple levels of manipulation and bullshit just for what? So I can get some fucking used up vagina. Okay. Because women who are decent women with low body counts and have good hearts and good morals, they don't do this manipulation, this lies, this deception, like this whorish behavior. So if you actually want to like go to Miami, like I'm gonna go to Miami to find a good girl, like no. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. You're gonna meet a whore. That's what you're gonna do. So, I mean, if like Miami is only good if you're really rich and you have low standards of living, in my opinion, or like you're just gonna stay in house and like do your thing. Like if you're in a relationship and you could, there are ways to make Miami work well, and I would say. But for the average guy, though, it's just not conducive to building a successful life. The only way I would move to Miami if there was a lot of money on the table. Okay. And it's for me, I'm talking like guaranteed 7 figures a year, guaranteed 7 figures as the baseline, and then moving up from there. Okay. But other than that, no, not my thing. Okay. So I will show you, though, if you are going to go to Miami, I will show you how to make it work. Okay. So if you are going to go to Miami and you want to make it work, you need to be looking at something like this. Okay. And now this is just general advice to people who want to have a good way of success in their life. But taking a look here. Okay. So you want to be working it like this, okay? So if you are going to live in Miami, you got to look at it like this, okay? Let's just say this is Miami, okay? You want to your house, wherever it is, you want your house to be within a 10-minute commute of everything. Of everything. Okay? That is supermarket. All right. That is gym. Okay. And ideally walking commute, not because parking is just cancer. I mean, just dealing with parking in Miami is just full blown AIDS. Okay. But yeah, supermarket. Oh shit. Gym. Okay. Restaurants. I will say the beaches are nice in Miami. The beaches are nice. If you can be within the 10-minute walk of the beach, and then, work. All right. If you can be within a 10-minute commute of everything, okay. Also by living in a safe area. And then ideally if you could work from home. Or work from home with H. Okay. This is the way you can make it work. Right here. 10-minute commute of everything. Supermarket, gym, restaurants, beach, work within a safe area. And if I were you, I would own a gun and carry it with me at all times. Personally. That's me personally. Okay. BV says, I got invited to Miami, but I feel like it's a party place and I'm in a relationship. You're right. You're right. I'll tell you this. When I'm down in Miami, okay, it feels like Sodom and Gomorrah. Everything just feels so scummy and so so dirty and so just rancid. You know, If you want to go to the basketball game, yeah, you can go to the basketball game, but you might get shot in the parking lot after, right? But if you, like I said, but if you can have everything within a commute, a very like easy, traveling, easy commute that is easily available, then that's something that is doable and possible. But I mean, other than that, it's just not a good place to be very quite frank with everybody involved. You're better off just going to a low cost area and grinding on your skill set, working on your career. We're obviously, if you could be working on remote work, but building yourself up there and just sourcing women locally, that's going to be your better bet than going to where everybody's going to, because you're in a hyper competitive market, and any place where there's a lot of guys and there's not a lot of girls, that's what Miami is, right? Then you're just going to be dealing with competition all the time. Dudes are always going to be hollering at your girl's always going to be on Instagram. You're always going to have to be dealing with nonsense and headaches. And if you want to get ahead in life, that's not something you want to do. It's not conducive to a successful life, and it's not good. It's not going to be good for you down the road in the long term. Okay. So Miami's a shithole. Don't move there. Okay. Don't get in there. But what I will say is, again, before we get going here, join us at the Masculine Empowerment Network. Link up with real dudes. We're going to show you how to make everything happen. And most importantly, Body Language Mastery 4.0 is coming. Okay. So again, to get on this, you can just scan the QR code in the upper right-hand corner. During today's episode, we had 5 people opt in. 2 of them named Aaron, David, William, and then somebody named Myron. Okay. So shout out to all you guys that opted in, and then go ahead, get on the waiting list, put your best email address in here, click here to sign up for the waiting list. It's completely for free. And I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. We're going to be just streaming nonstop, and we're going to be on here cranking it out. I'll be doing whatever companion podcast as well as Freshers Fit companion podcast on top of that. It's going live right now. Maybe I should go do a stream for them. I don't know. Real quick, vote in the chat if you want me to do a whatever companion broadcast right now. 30 seconds on the clock. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 if you don't care. Let me take a look at you guys real quick. I'll give you guys what you want. Real quick, vote in the chat. 1 if you want me to do it. 2 if you really do not care. And I will. There we go. All right. The chat has spoken. All right. I really don't care. Put a 2 because he really doesn't care. All right. All right. Well, we'll end this one right now, and I'll be right back.